When I first started working with elephants, which is 40 something years ago, my only experience was with operant conditioning dog training. And so it was a basic, using operant conditioning is positive reinforcement, but you also use negative reinforcement as well and discipline. And so that was my background. And so when I first started working with Tara, she was less than a year old. That's how I worked with her. So repetitive requests, teaching her what the words meant for the things that I wanted her to do, to stand still, walk forward, stop, turn here, come here, and just repetitive, showing her how to do it, and as much positive reinforcement as possible. But there was not discipline per se, but a dominance aspect to it, that the idea was she was going to learn how to do it, and that she would do it, but not to be treated abusively in order to gain that. So that's what I used in the beginning, and we called it operant conditioning. And then as time passed, months passed, a couple of years passed, Tara and I started to perform in the circus. And in that environment, we learned a different way. And it was a very traditional, free contact management, meaning that there were a set of rules. The elephant had to follow the rules. The trainers knew exactly what the elephants were supposed to do, and you were not supposed to give the elephants an inch. They were supposed to do exactly what you said when you said it. You were the boss. And I saw example after example of people being incredibly dominant over their elephant. And I was young and naive and impressionable, and I believed them when they told me, if you do not dominate this baby elephant now, by the time she's full grown, she's going to be killing people, and then you've ruined her, and you've ruined her life. So I did start to practice what was called free contact management. It is exceedingly dominating. And it really is with a belief system that you have to do this to elephants, or the elephant will become very aggressive and her life will be ruined. After a short amount of time, I questioned that approach. I was a bit rebellious about that approach, and felt that there had to be another way. In fact, I did say to a person at one point who said to me, well, if you're going to work with elephants, you have to do it this way. I said, if this is the way we have to do it, then we should not be working with elephants. Of course, I didn't fit into that industry very well, and soon found myself looking for another way for my elephant Tara and I to live, in America. How do we do that? So from there, I started experimenting with just variations of what was considered acceptable, traditional. Even in zoos, they had to carry elephant hooks, and I questioned that. And they said, well, look, it's for your own safety. And I was like, really? Your own safety? If an elephant wants to hit you, they're going to hit the hook right out of your hand. If they want to run away and you're going to try and stop them with the hook, they'll yank the hook right off of you. I didn't see the benefit of the hook. And so I had a lot of time with my elephant practicing different ways, experimenting. And it was through that the doors opened, and I saw that what we could do with elephants in captivity was limitless if we were to change our attitude, our expectation, and our approach. So what that said to me is, no more circus performing, because my elephant didn't like it very much. I had to find something that she liked to do, so that she'd be willing to do. And as our relationship grew stronger and stronger, she would basically do anything for me, anything that I asked her to do, as long as it was a fair request.